Hey, Master Williams here. In this video, we're going to take a look at the green stripe 3 for our kids' basic training class, or our fundamental training class. And in this particular set of techniques, we're learning how to fall properly and protect ourselves if we were to fall down, how to get up, if we're facing a standing opponent, and then also how to do a basic takedown so that we get some understanding of those aspects that may happen in a fight, whether you're on the ground or not. So the first thing that we want to do is a backwards break fall. When we do a backwards break fall, I'm going to take my hands and I'm actually going to slap down next to my body. Now the idea here is that if you have pressure on an aspect of something, pressure when you fall or when you punch or when you kick, the smaller the surface area, right, the more damage that happens. So when we fall down, we're wanting to spread the surface area out so that we're taking less damage. So if you think if I were to do a punch, right, a punch, I want to focus on a very small area of my knuckle to do as much damage as possible. But if I were to just run and flatten myself into something with the same amount of speed, I'm going to take much less damage. So that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to start by crossing our hands. We're going to bring our hands down and pretend that we are slapping onto the mat. So we're going to go ahead and cross those. We're going to do 10 of those. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So the next aspect of this is actually taking us to the ground. So if you see me lay down here onto the ground, I'm going to lay a little bit at an angle for you guys so that you can see what I have going on. But if I am laying down and slapping the floor next to my body here, I'll move a little bit away from the camera so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So my arms are going to cross and flat. The other thing is my knees are up and my head is up. So I want to protect my head when I fall down, and I want to be able to relax and have a good body posture, so my hands are going to cross. We're going to slap the floor. Again, not up high like this. This is bad for you. You want to slap down a little bit lower to your body. So we're going to cross in here and we're going to do that. Ready? 1. So you can see I bring it right back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the next aspect of falling is to relax your body. What you want to do is relax when you fall so that you don't take damage. It's like we hear the same thing in a car wreck. If you were to have a car wreck and you tense up, you tend to take more damage, you get whiplash. But if you relax, that's why you hear, unfortunately, that sometimes drunk people in their accident don't get hurt, is because they were relaxed, right? So what we're going to do in this particular video is we're going to lay back and relax our body, let our legs relax and come up, and then do the slap, right? Again, I'm going to do it from a slight angle so that you can see what I've got going on here. So if I fall backwards, 1, 2, again, protect the head, 3, chin is tucked, legs are relaxed, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the next aspect of actually falling is to practice that same thing from a squatted position. Not quite as high as fully standing, but I'm squatted, and so I'm lowering my level to be able to do that technique. So I'm going to do the same motion, but from a squatted position. So 1, back to my squat, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I want you to notice here as I'm putting my hands down, I'm kind of getting ready to practice the next phase of our technique, which would be how to get up properly. So now we're going to put it all together and do it from a full standing position. So if I were standing here and I were to fall, I'm going to cross my arms, I'm going to lay back, slap, my head doesn't touch. And I don't want to just fall, I'm actually going to bend my knees and lower my body level before I fall. So let's do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's our break fall. Now, if you were to fall down in a fight, let's say an opponent's coming at you and you are on the ground, How do you get up? If I do the kick flip thing up, or if I try to do a backwards crazy ninja roll, there's a good chance I'm going to get attacked. I'm going to get kicked, punched, hit, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to show you how to get up properly, right? So the first stage of this, you kind of saw me doing a little bit of it as I was doing the break fall. My right leg would be my fighting stance in the front, so I'm going to put that leg up. You notice it from the front point of view, and then he just posted up. The other hand's out to protect. My other foot is out here. It's important it's not coiled in here because I can't use it. If your knee's down, you get your knees pushed together, the opponent can go around your legs. You want to be able to protect yourself. So the other foot is out and coiled. My other hand is back behind me here. So here I am in my protected position. This foot is actually coiled back. It's not on the ground, it's up. My foot is in a flat position so that I can do a strike. So if you look at me here, I can actually throw a kicking technique to keep that opponent away from me. And when I stand up, my front leg and my back hand, so if you look at me from the angle here, front leg, back hand, is going to be the only thing on the ground. So I'm actually going to lift my whole body up, then I'm going to post my leg back behind me, stand, and then I can back out and defend myself. So if I were to do that from here, we want to do the full technique. I'm going to break fall, sit up in a position, I'm going to go to the defensive position. So I'm going to back up a little, as you can see, here's my defensive position, throw my kick, post my leg, stand, and a couple of shoulders backs, right? So we're going to do that a couple more times so you can see the whole technique. So here I am crossed, fall, defense, hand is posted, foot is ready, kick, post, stand. Again. Last time. Next, we're going to take a look at doing our clinch and actually going into break fall. So now we're going to take a look at the Kids Basic, our Green Stripe 3, the partner work of actually doing the takedown that we've been talking about. So in this takedown, we're going to learn how to close the distance or keep an opponent away from us, and we're also going to work on being able to do the takedown and practice that break fall. Mr. Filippo is going to help me out with this video. So what we're going to do first is we're going to talk about keeping the distance, right? We already learned in our orange stripe that if I'm in my fighting stance, that this is the proper distance I want to be. I'm out of range and I won't be able to be attacked, right? So if my opponent were to throw a hook punch from there, it's no good, right? What we don't want to do is if he gets too close to me, he can throw a hook punch, then I have problems. So I need to decide when I want to close the distance in order to get to our clinch position for the takedown. Until then, I'm going to use my front kick and I'm going to kick him away, pushing on the hip just to keep him away from me, right? So if I was practicing here, I'm going to use my kick. Now, if he were to throw his punch, we're going to bring our arms up and use our elbow block, make our little frame. So here's my block, right? The block is defending against that punch. So I'm here in position again, he throws a punch, boom, then I'm going to take a step with my back leg, and I'm actually going to step right outside his front leg, right? So if you can see that, let's go back a little bit. So I'm going to block, step right outside his front leg, and then I'm going to wrap him up this way. When I wrap up, I want to do a gable grip. So my hands are going to grip like this. You don't want to grip like this. You want to get a good grip that's tight and strong with your hands together, so you can kind of see that position. We'll have Mr. Filippo go to the other side for just a second so you can see. So if I'm here, he throws his punch, I'm blocking, I'm going to take my step, and then you look, I'm actually going to wrap this arm up, go underneath, and my hands are going to go to that gable grip right around the waist. Now what I don't want to be is just standing up. I've gotten low, my head is close to his body, so his punches aren't doing any damage to me, and I'm going to control him. In this position, he's going to try to get away a little bit, so I'm just going to control him and stay with him. All right? Good. Once I feel like I have control, I'm actually going to do the takedown. So here's what the takedown looks like. My back foot, this one right here, I'm going to step up a little bit for balance. So right now I'm wide, I want to kind of bring it in a little bit. I'm going to take my other leg, I'm going to hook low on his front leg. So if you can see it hooking low here, hooking the leg and pulling, then I will let go, and then he'll be able to go ahead and fall down. Right? So one more time, the whole thing, if we're here, he might get too close to me, I don't like it, so I'm going to push him away. Push him away. On the third one, he's going to punch. Boom, I'm going to get close. Get the clinch, make the adjustment, leg hook. There's the takedown. So that is our tackle the giant technique. So if you're practicing that, you'll be able to do the throw.